Oh, there it goes.
So these are all meeting in the middle. One, two, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey, Bigfoot Tony here. It's been a long time. First of all, I want to thank everyone for your comments and for trying to get me back into the game. What I was doing is basically just taking a long break, spending more time with my family, and that kind of thing. So a friend of mine, Kelly T, here, who's a man, by the way. Don't be fooled by the name and the pink background there. Send me this request, and we're gonna have a look. So I left a comment here, basically saying that I'm happy that they put a question mark at the end of the title, as it says a juvenile, which is really what I think is very important. Not to jump to any conclusions when it comes to video or photo evidence, particularly when it's kind of zoomed in and far away and blurry. I can tell you with 100% certainty that I don't know for sure what this is. If this is anything other than a cluster of dead leaves, from this footage anyway, so I recommended that they went back to make another video with some comparison photos taken from exactly the same position and angle to rule out any foliage. Seems to be happening more and more often these days. People just going ahead and calling some leaves and foliage Bigfoot in everything, in video and photos, all over YouTube and Facebook, more and more these days. So here you can see that Kelly said, "Can you send an original to Bigfoot Tony?" And they kind of agreed. But in the end, they did agree. They sent the video to Kelly, and he sent it to me. And we have somebody here making a comment. This guy here, Dustin. I have corrected Bigfoot Tony a couple of times in the past. I personally think he is way overrated. Okay, that's fair enough. But corrected me. How can you correct somebody about? Anyway, I asked him, and he wasn't clear what he corrected me about. But since there are no experts in this business, really. So I thought that was interesting. It kind of made me really want to make a video about this. And when I actually looked into it, well, we'll see now, and we'll go straight in and have a look what I found. So this is the clip here, the main part. So I had to switch off the microphone then because my PC is I think it's on its last legs, if I'm honest with you. It's getting quite noisy there, so I need to buy one at some point. But I don't want to buy one for this work that I'm doing. I want to buy, and it's fine for what I need for my job, which is a wedding photographer. It's fine for editing photos, but it's when it comes to video editing, it makes this grinding sound in the background. So here's the figure in question, which I said is most likely foliage, and basically you need to go back, and I would advise to go back anyway and take some comparison photos. But anyway, I've enhanced it, and I've stabilized the position, the place, and here is a stabilization and a zoom in, and it's on repeat. It's about 4 seconds on repeat. Again, I will switch off the mic. So that's looped about 3 or 4 times. As you can see, there's no obvious movement there. This is the only time where it comes into view. And as you can see towards the end of this stabilization, it goes out of frame. People might say, there is definitely movement there, but no, there's a lot of glitching going on. And if you say that there's movement here, what they're saying is, and I do understand that it does look like a figure, but there is so much pareidolia in everything in many videos, and in particularly this video. But when you look closer, we can see that this, what would be the face, the light area, is actually a branch running across here. It's in exactly level with this branch here. So that's the branch, not the face. And these are what I believe anyway to be blurry, to be out of focus, blurred leaves, dead leaves. Sitting on the branch here. And if there is any movement, well, there is movement all over the place. So it's misidentified movement. What I like about this video though is I don't know if it's a snowflake, kind of in a like a small vortex here, or a fly. I don't know. Just a. So this snowflake, this white object, gives me a good idea of that the stabilization is flowing nicely. Kind of a figure of 8 thing there. Yeah, and moving on here, we see another point where he moves on after the main subject, and we see a similar subject, similar color in the treetop, which I wanted to point out that there is lots of similar colors to this one. Just here, I zoomed in there as well. This is the same one here, which I've zoomed in, compared to the main one in question. Same color. Okay, so that's what I think it is. Just some leaves, dead leaves resting on a branch. But it does look like a head. You have an outline of the head and the face, and the underarm here, right shoulder, right elbow, and maybe a fist here. So I can understand why some people might think it is something, but what we shouldn't do is go out there and say definitely this is a juvenile, and there's a juvenile here and here, and a few other places, which is basically what some people are saying. And they've seen an adult somewhere as well, a whole family. This is not what should have been done, in my opinion. I'm not saying the main YouTuber has said that. I don't think so. But I want to thank him for allowing me to take a look. And thanks everyone for watching.